My video cut off in the middle of it, sorry. I'm going to have to make sure I'm doing it a little bit quicker or they're going to end up in 3 parts again. So love's reading, introspective, thoughtful, and knows self. Dreamy, imaginative, creative, and romantic. And you actually got 3 cards in this pile instead of the 2. So you're somebody who really looks at the world in a completely different way. You're somebody who may be a little old fashioned when it comes to love. You're somebody who really enjoys, you know, just being by yourself. You're somebody who might be more of an ambivert, both extroverted and introverted, somebody who likes your time alone and likes to really reflect on yourself and get to know yourself so you can overcome things. You're somebody very non-judgmental, somebody who's able to fit into any situation, somebody who really enjoys talking to others. Horse, that's a good card, and lizard. And then we got 10 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. So you're somebody who really puts in the hard work and is able to keep that beautiful picture of the future in mind while you're doing it, knowing that all your hard work will pay off. You're somebody who's very high vibrational, somebody who has a lot of happiness, optimism, joy, somebody who's very patient and loving and giving and kind, somebody who's really very dreamy and romantic, somebody who really just loves love and spreads it everywhere you go. You're somebody who's very, you may be a very good manifester as well, a manifester of happiness in your life, which is very beautiful. It's beautiful to be able to make your life beautiful in such a way by just enjoying every moment. I'm having issues finding this one. Sorry. The horse. Momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. The horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. It provides us with momentum so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back towards any goal no matter how difficult the terrain. A horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practices. Physical stamina, exercise, and mental focus, meditation are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. When in balance, achieves anything and never gives up. When out of balance, runs away or feels weak. To bring into balance, strength training. So you're somebody who, if you're having issues where you feel like you need to run away from situations or you're feeling weak or vulnerable, just believing in yourself will really help a lot, but also doing things to make yourself feel better about whatever it is that you're nervous about, like gaining the extra knowledge you need to, or strength training if that's it, exercising, working out, or, things like that. So you're somebody who achieves everything you put your mind to and you never give up. You're somebody who just really believes, and you really bring a lot of this belief to other people, and you bring in a lot of reliability and support to others as well. For the lizard, instinctual, sensitive, the subtle dreamer. Once again with the dreaming. You may also be somebody who dreams very big, or somebody who has a lot of insightful dreams or helps other people find insight in their dreams as well. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception, as if it has a sixth sense. The lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain them of their magical essence. This card's an indication to pull back from the bright lights in big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. Artistic, telepathic, and spiritual when in balance. When out of balance, elusive, non-committal, or flaky. To bring into balance, a creative project. So yeah, you're somebody who can really see the future and see what you will gain through the actions you put in. And you're somebody who manifests very efficiently, but you may also need to take time to get in touch with your inner artist, to paint, draw, write, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, crafting, sewing, cooking, whatever your art is, and that makes you very attractive as well. That is where your beauty stems from. Your beauty stems from this artist, this poet, this dreamer, this beautiful person with such high happiness and hopes and dreams and who can manifest their reality through their actions and who really sees the future. But taking that time to enjoy the present moment will bring that future to you much easier as well. That's what I have for this pile. I hope you really enjoyed this reading. I'd love to hear your feedback, or if you have suggestions for other videos, let me know in the comments. And I'm moving to pile 3. I love this cloud. I love interesting clouds. So you may be somebody who's a shapeshifter, or somebody who really can fit in anywhere. Somebody who communicates very efficiently. Somebody who has a lot of heart-centered knowledge and understanding. Somebody who expresses your truth in a very heartfelt manner. Somebody who can ride out any storm with happiness and ease. You love the earth, animals, plants, and people. You are very connected to the energy, which is where that heart is coming in too. Your sense of humor brings lighthearted energy to any situation. You have faith in your dreams. Faith spreads. You love others unconditionally, but you walk away when necessary. You can love from afar. So you may be an empath as well in this pile, but you're also an empath who has very high healthy boundaries. You have set your healthy boundaries, and you're somebody who still loves those people even though you cut them out of your life. You can still love them from afar, and you know if they ever come back to their true selves, you'll be there to help them pick up the pieces at the end of it. Which is a very beautiful quality to have. You're somebody just very beautiful, very earthy, very, in touch with everything around you and the energies around you. You're somebody who believes in the best in everyone, and really believes that your dreams will come true. Calming, balanced, harmony, love, light. Logical, balanced, temperate, decisive. Cheetah. Bee. Owl. You may actually be claircognizant a little bit as well. 9 of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Tower. So you're somebody who keeps your self-confidence. You know deep within how much you are worth. You're somebody who really stands in your power and is able to stand strong on your own. You may have had codependency issues in the past, or you may have dealt with a lot of other people with codependency issues in the past. And you're somebody who has dealt with a lot of situations where everything has fallen apart, but you've remained strong throughout it. You've gained strength throughout it. You're somebody who's able to navigate these realms, and you're somebody who's able to see these patterns in others. Somebody who's able to bring these realizations and these transformations to other people around you. We're going to go read the cards out of the book. Owl. Abundance, clairvoyant, treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from the east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or a treasure is on its way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon. How can it further serve your dharma and bring abundance to the world? Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite. When in balance, generous, trusting, secure. When out of balance, money, quarrels, scarcity. To bring into balance, an offering. So you're somebody who's very, very giving, somebody who's very loving, somebody who trusts a lot. And sometimes, that has bit you in the ass in the past, and that's why you set your boundaries, and that's why you walk away when you need to. You're somebody who's very secure in and of yourself, and somebody who sees and knows things, somebody who sees the patterns in things, somebody who really is able to spot when things aren't right, and somebody who knows that even when things come falling down, everything's going to be fine in the end. B. Earnest, hardworking, democratic. The bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures aware of many subtleties at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to their overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities, until they're too tired from all the work, and then they gripe, and then they sting. When in balance, content, active, vibrant. When out of balance, overworked, annoyed. To bring into balance, a mini vacation. So you're somebody who really can be very content on your own, in and of yourself, once again. somebody who brings a lot of joy and passion to the world, somebody who really enjoys getting out and doing things, somebody who's very hardworking, and somebody who is non-judgmental, and somebody who may have a hard time at times taking a break. But remember to take those breaks because they help you in the long run. How are you supposed to do anything for anyone else around you or be the best self for yourself unless you actually take that time for self-care, right? Solar force, action, achievement, masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah, it shines from inside this great creature and expands outwards to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum, so if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. When in balance, achieves anything in boundless energy. When out of balance, impatient or competitive. To bring into balance, reconnect to your purpose. So, as long as you're staying on track with your purpose, you can achieve anything. And you have a great amount of just an abundant amount of energy within yourself, of higher vibrational energy, of strength, confidence, self-esteem. You're somebody who really is very strong and stable in and of yourself and on your own, and other people really appreciate that a lot, and they appreciate the happiness, joy, and optimism you bring to their lives. You're somebody very beautiful on the inside, somebody just really peaceful. I get a very peaceful energy from this pile, just very calming, very radiant and abundant. So that's what I have for this pile. I hope you really enjoyed this reading. I'd love to hear your feedback, or if you have any suggestions for other videos, I'd love to hear that too. And we're on to pile 4. So for pile 4, we ended up with 3 charms for this one. 3 big ones. So, you're somebody who communicates very effectively, and somebody who communicates from your heart. Somebody who's been through a lot in your life, and somebody who has overcome these challenges. Somebody who has strong boundaries, and somebody who sees through all the bullshit. Somebody who really calls people on their shit, and somebody who speaks honestly and truthfully. Somebody who really brings a lot of transformation to the world. Somebody who brings a lot of awakenings. Somebody who has had many of these themselves. Somebody who has maybe had to start over and start over and start over, and who has really changed a lot through the years. Somebody who's ever changing, which is a very beautiful thing as well. There's so many people who get stuck and stagnant in one state, and you're somebody who definitely wouldn't be caught doing that. You are highly intelligent, charismatic, and love speaking your mind. Exactly. Somebody who speaks very efficiently. You set healthy boundaries and don't allow others to walk on you, but you have a heart of gold. And I swear I didn't look at any of these cards before we started. That's just from the charms. You are always yourself. You don't believe in hiding your true nature. Exactly. Boy, you are just, wow, I'm liking this energy. Somebody very honest, solid, stable. Somebody, you may be claircognizant as well. Somebody who sees all the patterns in everything around you and how they affect everything else. And also, you communicate to others how to work through these patterns as well. You are an old soul and you lead others with your wisdom. I was just saying that. Not in those words exactly, but independent, adventurous, on the go. Entertainer. You may actually be somebody who writes blogs, or who does YouTube videos like this, or somebody who works with social media, or just in your regular life, who really is everywhere all the time, doing as much good as you can with your wisdom and knowledge. Hopeful, faith, trusting, and sees the bigger picture. You're somebody who can work on the little details while trusting and having faith that everything's going to fall into place. Happiness, optimism, hope, and inspiration. So you're somebody very joyful and happy, somebody who brings a lot of peace and contentment to others, somebody who inspires others to believe and hope in their dreams, and really just is fiery and passionate and goes after what you want. Dragon and Camel. 2 of Cups and the Sun. So you're somebody, and the Wheel of Fortune. I forgot this pile got an extra one of these cards. So you're somebody who believes in fate and destiny. Somebody who really effectively changes all the past patterns and behavior cycles and limited self thoughts or beliefs, and you have a lot of awakenings in your life. You bring a lot of hope, joy, and positivity to others. You're somebody who's very innocent and loves in a very unconditional manner. Somebody very joyful and young and playful at heart. Even though you have this old soul to you, it's very hard and difficult to get to this state of being able to be this playful, youthful, joyful person when you're such an old soul, or when you've been through so much in your life, but you're somebody who brings that to the world because you have accomplished the feat of being able to get through any obstacle that has come your way. You're somebody who brings a lot of balance to people's emotions. You're somebody who's very balanced emotionally yourself. You believe in friendship, harmony, peace, love. Somebody who is very loving and genuine. So for the camel, we have resourceful, independent, knows oneself. The camel can handle absolutely anything as it carries a wealth of nourishment within it. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease. Even in the face of excessive heat, judgment, or anger, the camel searches inside itself for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own actions. The camel is a wonderful traveler and especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, calm, content, and a sparkle in your eye. When out of balance, dehydrated or lacks vitality. To bring into balance, a pilgrimage. And I always think of, when I think of a pilgrimage, I always think of pilgrimages like back in the medieval times. But basically, it's talking about like going on a trip or going somewhere far away and distant. You're somebody who's very temperate, somebody who is able to easily balance their passions and their emotions and to stay in a calm state in the midst of chaotic situations. Somebody who's able to release judgments or anger, and somebody who's able to come to situations with a state of peace in mind. Somebody who's very diplomatic as well and really communicates to bring peace to situations in a good way as well. So for the dragon, we have this is a spirit card, so it's a bit longer. Seeing one's most true self and balancing the ego, the dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When the dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies, transformations again. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us to surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us, and we hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see the beauty in the world, their Anji is dim. Anji is described as your inner fire or sacred intelligence. Even just the mention of the dragon stirs the ember of intelligence within you. The dragon in the third eye chakra. The subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center, the Manipura chakra. Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems, and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sages believe that the health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and the outer dimensions. So working on your solar plexus chakra may be a good thing for you, but you're somebody who's very joyous, has a lot of willpower, determination, has a lot of fire for life, somebody who really brings a lot of transformations. You have a wealth of knowledge inside of you that you may not even know the magnitude of. You're somebody who really is very knowledgeable, somebody who understands things at such a deep level. You may have a lot of psychic gifts. You may be claircognizant, maybe even possibly clairaudient, I want to say, or clairsentient. And you really understand situations to the core of their essence and are able to see the truth behind situations, whether it be in yourself or others. And you bring a lot of peace to the world, a lot of communication, a lot of understanding, a lot of new perspectives and ideas, and a lot of happiness, just a lot of happiness, a lot of inspiration to believe that what goes up must come down and what goes down must come up, that even through all of life's cycles you're able to keep this peace and this joy and this optimism, and to believe that everything that happens in your life happens for a reason and leads you to where you're meant to be. So that's what I have for this pile. I'd love to hear your feedback, or if you have a suggestion for a future video, I'd love to hear that too. Have a beautiful day, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at when you're watching, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye bye.